like I could say like, oh, we store all the dungeons on Twitter, but no one really understands that until they actually get around to actually using the editor, making a dungeon, tweeting that out, creating it themselves. Before then, a lot of people just sort of sit there and I don't really understand how this works, or why it works, or why it's been done. The reason it's been done is because we could. That's the only reason. There's no other reason other than we just wanted to try it out. To begin with, when I sort of go, okay, so this is a dungeon crawler and it uses Twitter to do everything, they go, oh! I'm like, oh, this is weird. Well, yeah, it's pretty weird. And it's really difficult to get across the idea of how it works until you actually play it, because it's just such a strange concept. Essentially, we were looking at Twitter and we decided, could we make something meaningful out of that? Could we actually create something from those 140 characters and make a game out of it? So we decided we were going to go with a dungeon crawler, because both me and Kieran love dungeon crawlers. So we started off making a couple of basic designs. So like we'd just take in a hashtag and then we generate a dungeon based on like the random data that we were getting. But that wasn't really very academically interesting from a research point of view. So we came up with the idea of having people actually tweet out the dungeons and tweet out rooms themselves and store them on Twitter, and have everyone sort of like contribute to hashtags instead of just taking in a hashtag that anyone's worked on. Have it so then people specifically actually design dungeons. So that kind of came about and it worked quite well. So we started actually developing it as a full game after that. Kieran did it for his third year project, so I was his client, sort of. And so I basically suggested it as a third year project for him to work on. He did all the programming behind it, got all the Twitter data coming in and passing it and creating all that kind of thing. I was the one who did all the artwork for it, so I did all the pixel art. As soon as we were both finished with the research side, so once Kieran had finished his dissertation and stuff, we were able to actually focus fully on the project. So we were working on it like from 9 o'clock in the morning till like 2 o'clock in the morning the next day, just working on it, getting it ready so then we could actually release it in its alpha version. So we set ourselves like a basic deadline. Can't remember when it was July 4th last year, to get out the alpha so people could start playing it, because we sort of promised people that they could have a go at it then. So we were working till about 5 o'clock in the morning on July 4th, getting the game out and released, and then straight after that we went to London to show off the game at a convention, so we were quite tired that day. Before Christmas, we had to take the game down off of the website that we normally sell it on because of the EU VAT changes. So before Christmas, I was just after Christmas, I was quite upset because we're going to have to take it down on December 31st. So we did a big sale then to sort of get the game out to as many people as we could before we had to close it off. But then on December 29th, I think it was, I got an email through whilst I was at the pub saying, congratulations, your game's been greenlit. And I sort of dropped my glass on the floor and it spilt everywhere, because I was just like, whoa. And it means that now we get to be on the largest games marketplace on the PC, which is kind of exciting but also terrifying.